What old sitcom do you want to see back from the dead? Netflix thinks you want to see a Full House reboot because they just announced that it's coming back as Fuller House. It will follow the exploits of recently widowed DJ Tanner Fuller, get it, Fuller House. To help raise her 3 kids, she enlists help from her sister Stephanie and her best friend Kimmy Gibbler. What do you guys think? Is Fuller House a guaranteed success? What with the nostalgia craze, or even which old TV show would you rather them reboot and bring back for another season? Lewis, why don't you start us off?
I think the first show will definitely be a success. I don't know after that. They're gonna have to do a really good job with the first episode because if it sucks, people are just gonna tune right out.
Right.
So I'm kind of interested because I used to love Full House back in the day. I mean, like I remember when it was part of ABC's TGIF lineup.
Oh yes, that's right.
I loved it.
Yes,
I loved
it
it.
was.
I grew up on that show.
Exactly. That's what they're banking on. They're banking on people like us who are like, I remember that. I remember when Urkel showed up. They have people.
They have the spotlight. They have everyone's attention. Now it's up to the directors, the cast, the writers to make sure the content's good. You know?
The thing is it doesn't really have to be because everyone needs to sign up for Netflix to watch the first episode because it's a Netflix show, so they're all dropped at once. So you pay your $7.99 or $9.99 or whatever it is these days. So out of touch. I'm still back in Full House prices. You pay your $9.99 to watch the first episode. If you don't like it, who cares? You just paid for the whole shebang. But what show would you prefer to come back? Or is Full House the one that you?
Full House that's a good one to bring back. I'd also like to see Perfect Strangers come back. And put that in like today's world. So back during the show was Larry and his cousin Balky, right?
Yeah.
Larry was a sports writer at the Chicago Tribune or some sort of newspaper. So fast forward to modern times, newspaper closed down. Larry's now trying to launch his own sports website.
Wow.
Now Balky successfully launched his own dating site for what was
Mipos. He was from
Yes, that's right, Mipos.
And he's more successful than Larry, and there you go. Run with that. There's the plot right there.
Wow. See, I chose Perfect Strangers as well, but I'll do you one further. I'm going to have it take place in the future. It's called More Perfect Strangers, and it'll center around Balky and Larry's clones. That's how far in the future it takes place. In this reimagining, Mipos is a planet, and Balky's clones sneak aboard a spaceship headed to Earth, where they visit their clone cousins Larry Jr. and Lorena.
I think you've given this way too much thought, dude.
guys, it's a classic fish out of water story, and by that I mean literally, because Balky's clones are fish people, because Mipos, the planet, is an ocean world. Is an ocean world.
Holy crap, dude!
It has nostalgia. It has sci-fi. You drop all 13 episodes onto Netflix, you have yourself a weekend. Speechless. Dan, what would your show be?
Wow. I'm still just trying to absorb all of the stuff you just said. My head hurts now.
The catchphrase will still be "Don't be ridiculous," but it'll only be texted. It'll be
exactly
texted
right.
Yeah.
It'll be done in that Apple robot voice.
Right. Don't be ridiculous.
Actually, I was giving this some thought when you sent out the email about what the topic was, and I think. You know what I'd really like to see? I would really love to see All in the Family come back.
Okay.
Now, I don't know how they would do it. I mean, obviously, it was so unpolitically correct back in the 70s that I don't know how they could do it. I mean, maybe they could do it like, Mike and Gloria are now grown up and older, and they've got kids, and they do that sort of thing. Who knows? Like, trying to adjust to the new world meets old world type of stuff.
You went serious with this. You want to bring back a show that caused political change and broadened people's minds about social topics. And Lewis and I are like, don't be ridiculous.
I wouldn't mind seeing Good Times rebooted.
Oh, Good Times.
I've seen through JJ. Awesome. JJ's an adult now. Let's take there. Let's make him successful because he was his parents were poor, working class, whatnot. So let's make JJ successful now. He's an adult. Maybe he's a painter, successful artist.
Oh yeah.
And have because he always used to draw during the show. Take it from there.
Right. I think that's a good idea. One show that I've always wanted to see come back, but they've never. They tried to bring back what was it? Was it Twilight Zone or something like that? I can't remember when Henry Rollins was the host.
Yeah.
I think they should bring back Night Gallery. I think if they did it right, if they
longer form, kind of.
Longer form. I'm thinking give it an hour.
Yeah.
Or an hour and a half even, and really do it up right. I think it could be a hit because, with all the, the zombie thing, of course, and all the horror and sci-fi, I think it would fit right in if they could find a host that had that creepy charisma like Rod Serling had.
Well, with the success, there's the show Black Mirror. That's an anthology show. Anthology shows are popular again. People love that Black Mirror show.
Where's Black Mirror? I've never even.
I think it's on HBO. It's creating quite a stir. I haven't watched it yet. So
I'll have to go check that out.
Yeah, my wife and I, we love anthology shows. So any of them that can come back, we will totally watch. But I feel like just give it like 7 years and they'll reboot Twilight Zone because they tend to bring that back like every 7 to 12. It's like the cicadas.
They keep trying. They keep trying.
Yeah.
It just never lives up.
Like Forrest Whitaker was, or was that the rebooted Outer Limits? I don't know.
That was Outer Limits.
Outer Limits. Okay, so either Twilight Zone or Outer Limits will come back in a cyclical fashion. So you just gotta wait. I think your wish has the most chance of being granted, Dan.
Yes, I think so. Well, either that or I'd like them to do in the spirit of Happy Days in that '70s show. I want to see that '90s show.
Right. Well, I feel like that's coming because we already kind of have that '80s show because of the Goldbergs, which is great, by the way.
It's actually pretty fun. It's got some funny stuff.
Yeah, it's good. And they have the '90s show. It's Fresh Off the Boat. That takes place in the '90s.
Oh, you're right.
So it's already there. See, your wishes are coming true one after the other.
I'm going to go buy a lottery ticket right now.
All right, ABC, call Lewis and I about this perfect show.
Yes.
We want that to happen. That's our 2 cents. What's yours, viewer? What do you think of Fuller House? What do you think of the idea of Fuller House? Or what old TV show would you like to see rebooted? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below. For DealNews.com, along with Dan Ledbetter and Luis Ramirez, I'm Jeff Subji. Goodbye.